Merry Meet YouTubers, this is Crystal Dragonfly coming at you with my question answered video. Get you a cup of coffee or tea. I have my coffee, but I also have some pop too because I'm thinking it's gonna be a while. I was when I first thought this idea, I was thinking, oh, just a fun way for us to get to know each other. But you guys asked those fun questions, but you asked those some really good, serious questions. So I'm glad I did this, where we can get those out there and help all you guys. If I can't, I know somebody can. It's always a matter of who you know. I was gonna finish that with who you blow, but we're not. I'm up in my witchy room today. I figured this is going to be a pretty long video, so I have to usually start and stop my videos a lot, and I'm not computer suave, so I literally have to start all over. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start with the favorite stuff that I came up with, and a few actually did a couple too. I got my list over here, so don't think I'm like looking off in outer space. Alright, what's your favorite essential oil? Mine is frankincense, hands down, for the health benefits and the magical workings. You can use frankincense for, oh my god, there's just a billion things under the moon that you can use that with. But for the smell on essential oils, my favorite is jasmine. Oh my god, I love that smell. I could just bathe in that shit. It smells so good. Alright, my favorite color is, it's sad. Most people can tell you what their color is just like that. But I have to think about mine. I'd have to go with, my first thought is black, to say black. But if I was to, like, when I pick out, like, nail colors or, like, if I wanted my car to be a certain color, it would be kind of that emerald hunter greenish kind of color, but mainly black. Season, my favorite season is, I'd have to say number one season is spring, and then after that fall. Favorite stone or crystal, it is, actually I have some on today. Tree moss, which is the greenish one right in there, is my favorite one. Is one I'm really drawn to for a long time now. And then my second favorite would be hematite, which I'm wearing that also. Any of you guys have motion sickness problems? I'm horrible. I make myself motion sickness by reading. If I start and stop too much, I make myself motion sickness. I used to be an avid lover of video games, me and my hubby. I can't. A lot of them, they make me sick. I can drive a block and sometimes make me sick. So, I read that hematite was good for it. And since I've been wearing hematite, my motion sickness is pretty much almost null and void. It is fucking awesome. So, if you have motion sickness, wear your hematite. It works awesome. And it's not an expensive one to have. It really isn't. You can get them at, mine here at Hobby Lobby don't have a good selection of real stones. No, Michael's does. And they have really good sales on that type of jewelry, so. Or, stones. Getting off track. Herb. I really had to think about this one. But not, you know what I mean? My favorite, oh my god, my hair's like everywhere today. My favorite herb right now is mother's wort, for medical purposes. Love linalool in it. If you guys haven't watched my tincture video, actually you can go there and I talk about mother's wort. If you're a woman, you need to be on it, period. Of course, that's just me saying it. Don't believe anything. That's just my personal experience. Don't want to be soothsaying. She told me to take this, so But for overall one for magical purposes that is out there, clover. You can use it in so many spells that it's ridiculous. And I don't know, I mean, besides maybe Florida and maybe California, I mean, those areas, would be the only areas that don't have, you can go out and get your own clover. I mean, I don't know, you guys can answer that yourself. For me, it's a really, I mean, I can just go outside and get it. Well, until winter time. And it's really cheap if you can't to buy online. I do know that because I drink clover infusions, and my life is just so hectic. I didn't get a chance to really stock up on it for winter, so I'm gonna have to fucking buy some. So, anyways, favorite animal. I don't know if you call it animal, dragonfly. But it's an insect, so I will continue people consider it. Animal for me is, right now, is an owl after my dragonfly. Previously, I go through phases, but not short phases. From little girl up until early 20s, I love dolphins. Love them. I have a huge collection of them. And then from my dolphin, and then I still like them, and then I started fell in love with my dragonflies, and have been dragonflies and dolphins. And then lately, literally lately, last couple months, owls have just been drawing me to them, which is funny because every full moon when I go outside, there's an owl hooting through the whole thing. It's so fucking awesome. It's so awesome. And I live in a town. It's just awesome. Anywho, I think the owl has something to tell me, so I haven't figured it out yet. Favorite elements, like earth, air, fire, water. I guess still spirit in it. I am actually, by my birth and all that shit, an air person, but I have always been, from a little girl, drawn to water. But I can sit there and look back, thinking, when I first, this was a couple of years ago, when I figured out, all that the air, that I was air, I'm like, what the fuck? I've always been drawn to water. That makes no sense. Well, then I started actually thinking about it, and as a child, yeah, I loved being in water. Loved it. But I also loved air because I would go outside and play with air. I'd go out there and wear one of my mom's big, make it look like a cloth, And I just got there and just let it blow around me. I used to talk with it and play with it. You forget those things until you really think. So I did a lot with air too. And I have been a lover of wind chimes forever. I don't remember a time when I didn't like wind chimes. So, at one point in time, when we first moved into this house, I had 20 wind chimes running around. My collection is dwindled because, they just, whether they take a beating, they don't make shit the way they used to. So they're down. I need to replenish that bad boy. Alright, so we're getting off fucking track again. Yay! If I find that this goes really far, I'll stop and do another video, so. Alright, those are, I think, all the favorites. Well, no, there's some more. Okay, let's go. Echo Foxpaw Estes. She asks, how many children do I have? I have 4 children. It goes boy, who's 18, girl, 17, girl, 14, and boy, oh my god, I'm having a brain fart, 12. And then I also have 2 grandsons by my daughter, oldest daughter. The first one, he's 3. He lives with us. We are his guardians. We take care of him. Which she lives on her own now, and whatever. So there you go. My oldest is, this is senior year, so it's a big year. He's already gotten scholarships for college, and we're real excited for him. Alright, she also asked, what's my favorite chocolate? Okay. I never really liked chocolate, Echo. I didn't, because I make, as my husband said, I fucked him for candies and stuff, because I make a lot of my homemade candies for Christmas. So he says I screwed everybody else's. But since I quit smoking, I do like some chocolate. So my favorite would be anything without palm oil. Because my family's on the no palm oil. We don't buy anything with palm oil in it unless there's a couple that we do. Because they're doing everything they're supposed to for the environment, for the animals. There's a fucking pink bunny. Hey bunny. We're getting off track. So anyways, any chocolate without palm oil, hun. Favorite way to relax? Girl. I don't think I ever fucking relax. Since I quit smoking, I don't think I've relaxed. But my favorite way to relax is I just put my feet up downstairs and read one of my to get lost. I need to really get lost. I read one of my Laura K. Hamilton series or one of the other ones that I really like. That'd be a way to relax. Or also, I also take I'll take walks around town in the evenings with actually my grandson. It's really relaxing, so I really like doing that. What really gets me excited? Alright, so here's a two-parter here. Are you asking me what really gets me excited? Happy excited or what really gets me pissed excited? Because there's a difference, but I'll go with the happy. What really gets me excited? I have a horrible time answering things about myself. I don't know. This shows I'm not a me person. My books gets me excited. A new book's coming out. I'm fucking there. I want that damn thing. I'll pre-order it on Amazon. That's what gets me excited, sad to say, is my books that I'm in love with. I love the characters. I've married a couple of the characters and do other things with some of them too. I don't know if I'm the only book geek out there like that, but yes. I get excited about my books. Like when the Twilights were coming out. I read all the books, and then of course the movies come later. I was so excited to go see those movies. But no, those books, I just really get excited about it. That's really my excitement. I don't really think anything else really gets me to that level of, oh my god, I can't wait till it comes out, and you're checking the door to see if the damn postman has dropped the fucking book off, And it's not like that's all my series, but I am like that. But other things I get excited about are, like when my journals that I made and sent some out to you ladies. I was excited about those. I was so excited how I'd get something new and I'd be like, honey, come look at this. So I get excited on the things that I make myself, and see other people's enjoyment out of them. That's what gets me, That's my new drug of choice, I guess. Alright, let's see, where are we at? What is it about nature that I love the most? I think it goes with my two, as you can see, my favorite seasons is, it's fall and spring, or spring, fall, I don't know do it, is that it reminds us that life never is the same. We're constantly changing. It's constantly changing. That's why I love well, I love the earth, but nature really, because you can watch it, that one tree year after year after year, but it's even in the fall, every year it's different. Sometimes those top leaves turn orange instead of yellow. Sometimes those fall off and leave the bottom. I mean, it's constantly changing, it's constantly being different. Every aspect that you have in yourself is out there in nature and animals, in the natural world. And you can learn something from each and every one of them. It's like I love, really was into trying to find my spirit animal. Besides dragonflies have a special meaning to me, but I don't know if there's so much my spirit animal. And that shit changes too. So anyways, when I was doing all that, I was trying to get the animal speak. I got the book. You know what I'm talking about. I have him laying around here and show you. Anywho, he's got some of the oracle cards for, you know, your animals, kind of, you know, what they're trying to tell you that day. Oracle cards, blah, blah, blah. I'm going offline. Anyways, I ordered off Amazon because, and I couldn't afford new ones, so I used. I should have known not to. And I'll never do it again. You know what I got? I got the fucking book, but no cards. So, I have yet to get a set like that, which really just pisses me off, because I really wanted one, you know? Like an animal, what they're telling, you know. Probably making no goddamn sense. But anywho, we're going to continue on. We don't need the fucking pink bunny, we got my pink hair, you know. Let's see here. I hope I answered that for you, Echo, with the whole what I loved about nature. I mean, I know I kind of got off, but I think I got it pretty much across. I don't know, pretty much just everything. I don't like winter though, but I know we have to have death. We have to have coldness. I am lucky to live where I live, where I get all the seasons. Not always good either though. So, last question from Echo. Or no, skip two more. What's your favorite thing about my path? Or the path? What's your favorite thing about my path? What's my favorite thing about my path? You know, my favorite thing about my path is it's about me and the goddess and nature and the elements. Me and them. It's not me in a room full of people in church. I love, one of the favorite things about my path is that I am learning more about myself with this path, and it's making me a better person. That's what I love. That's one of my favorite things about the path. And everybody's path is different, even if they're kind of on the same path. You know what I mean? So, what's your favorite thing to do outside of your craft? Besides reading. Oh, excuse me, guys. Favorite thing to do outside my craft is reading my books. But craft stuff. Not crafting spells, craft stuff. Like my journals, making Christmas gifts, Yule gifts for my family, baking, holiday baking, just baking in general. I do make a lot of, I make cookies and pies and candy, and I make all that stuff. I'm a little homemaker. But I like doing all that stuff, so. Alright, Sweet Susie. She actually, we're gonna skip her for a second because she actually did a video and I wrote down all the questions, so we're gonna skip the one she actually put on the blog though. Another Gypsy Soul. Girl. Did they come get their balls yet? Sorry guys. Inside. Okay, Gypsy. Have I ever second questioned myself about choosing my path? I'm gonna go with this. And then the other one was, the other part of it, has this path hindered me in the mundane world? And if so, how did I solve it? Okay. Have I ever second questioned myself about choosing the path? I'm gonna go with, what the hell? I haven't, second guess myself on the path I'm on. I did and have second guessed myself on when I first started. Did I choose the right goddess? Did I do that spell right? You know, those type of things I second guess myself on. And until you can quit doing that, you're kind of stuck. You know. If I've ever second guessed myself actually on this, choosing this path, no, I haven't. And if you are in the main path, mine was aspects of the path, but not the main path. And if you are, hon, I know you're not by yourself. I've heard a lot of people talk about how they second guess themselves. Some leave, you know, and choose not to be. I think what you should do, if it's actually for you, if not, then, you know, blah blah blah. If anybody out there second guessing themselves, what I would suggest you do is sit down and meditate on it. I know everybody talks about meditating. I'm horrible about it. I'm going to tell you straight up. It took me months just to learn to get my mind to stop for meditation. So I'm not a great person at it, but I would say quiet yourself, meditate, or just get in a quiet spot and think about, write down why you decided you want to do it in the first place, and then write back on next to another sheet, write down why you're thinking about not doing it. You know, look at your list. I'm a person that has to see shit in front of me. You know, look at pros and cons. That would be the best thing what I would do. Or, you know, ask your goddess for a sign if you're on the right path. That would be a good one to do. Hindered me in the mundane world. I'm not out shouting that I'm a witch. You know, my family in the house knows it. I love my parents. I love them. They don't really call it witch. Well, my dad's starting to. He's like, "You little witch." So, but mainly they're thinking I'm on I'm a nature's my path. You know, that's fine. You know, so I'm not actually coming out to everybody saying I'm a witch, but my mom knows I'm a witch. I've actually showed her a few of my. She lives out in the country, so she don't have a computer with internet on it. They're still on the dial-up. You know, it doesn't work. So I showed her a couple of videos because she was asking me. So I haven't had the issue where it would affect me. I'm the type of person I don't give a fuck what the people around. I mean, oh my god, I live in a small town. We're already pretty much all going to hell because my daughter had kids young and out of wedlock. So there you go. I'm on the Bible belt, so I can't help you with anything. Let's solve that question. Anybody out there, has your path ever hindered you in the mundane world, and how did you solve it? Put it down in the down bar for my girl Gypsy. That was one of her questions. And once she posted today, I'd seen your video. I did, and I watched it. She's new to the path, and she's like, no devil or hell. What happens to the evil people? And I'm going to answer this question, and then we're going to stop and start another video. Okay. She just doesn't, you know, she changed, she just couldn't grasp the concept of, you know, we don't believe in hell or the devil. So what happens to evil people? She just can't wrap her head around it. Okay, this is what I've gotten from what I understand from and what I believe. I'll just say that. So this is what I believe in. Those evil bastards, one, they get their karma back. And until they get all that karma back, they're going to keep, when they die, they're going to come right back into this world. And they're going to have to keep doing another life here on the world, another life here on Earth, another life in this. So if they murdered somebody, I like to think of it, when they come back, they're the ones that get murdered. That's karma. That's how I think of it. And until they have gotten all their karma wiped, or until they've learned all their lessons, you're not going to be able to go on to that next stage. That's how I believe it. And that's how, I mean, what I've read about witchcraft, Wiccans, this type of pathway, paganism, is that's kind of how it is. They just keep going over and over until they've learned their lessons and can go into the next stage. I like to, so if you really think about it, you know where hell is? We're living it right now. Really, you want to mind fuck yourself, it kind of is. If they're all evil people have to say, we're kind of living it now. Yeah, you just went, what? Yeah. That's a big fuck. Alright guys, I'm at 25 minutes, so I'm going to stop here and start another video. Much blessings and happiness to you guys, and I will be right back with another answer questions.